Are you ready to make a simple origami koala greeting card? It's really very easy to do, and I'll be doing it right here with you. First of all, let's look at the supplies. You need a greeting card and an envelope if you're going to be sending it. It's origami, so you need a square sheet of paper. Prefer it with white on the back so that you can make the little white part down here. Not necessary, but I prefer it that way. I just took a 12 by 12 sheet of scrap paper and cut it in fourths inches. I like to use a popsicle stick or a bone folder or a pencil to make really sharp creases because that's very important in success with origami. You're going to need some glue to glue it onto the card. Then if you want a pom-pom like I did, you need a pom-pom. Or you could use a piece of black felt and cut it in an oval shape for the nose. And then you could draw on 2 eyes, or I like the googly eyes. They're simple. They're under $1 at the craft store for a whole bunch of them. So whatever you want to do for the eyes. Okay, let's begin. Take your sheet of paper. You're going to fold it corner to corner. Get those corners just as close as you can. Oops, I see I didn't make a perfect square. Then you're going to use that popsicle stick or the back of your thumbnail, whatever you've got, to make a really sharp crease. You're going to open it up, and now you're going to go on the other side, corner to corner. Get those corners matched up well. Make a nice crease. Make sure it's really sharp with whatever you're going to use there. Okay. When you open it up, it should look similar to this. Okay. Let's close it back up again. Make it so that the open end, the open triangle part, is facing toward you. Then what you need to do is take one end and fold down to the center there. You're making one side of his face. Make sure that at the top you've got the point right there where the crease is. Make a nice sharp crease. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Nice sharp crease there. When you're done, you're going to have a square. I think that's about half the size of what it was. Maybe it's a fourth, I'm not sure. But at any rate, you've got a square. Here's the 2 open parts. These are going to become the ears of the koala. Make sure that the open part is facing you. Then what you want to do is start here where you open it. You're going to make that nice right at the corner. And then about 2/3 of the way up, you're going to fold up, make a nice crease. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that the corner is crisp and that the 2 sides meet. I'll show you what I mean here. See, so that we're meeting here, and then also this is at the corner, as close as you can get. Maybe I didn't get it perfect there. Nice thing about origami is you don't have to be perfect, but you do want to make as sharp of corners as you can. Okay, now I've made those. Then we're going to fold down a little bit. I'm going to show you what you're working on. You're working on the ears of the koala. So here's one that's already done. And here's a little ear part. So you want to just fold it down on both sides to make the ears. Okay, and again, it's good if you can use your whatever you're going to be using for making sharp corners or sharp creases. Okay. Then the last thing you're going to do, because you're working on the back of your koala, is you're going to take this top part, because obviously you don't want his head in a point. His head is flat. So we're going to fold this down. It's kind of nice to get it right at the ears. If you see here, right where the ears start, that's where it goes flat. Take make a nice sharp crease there. One thing as a tip, if you're going to be sending this in the mail, you really do want to make it as thin as you can, because the post office will make this on a regular postage stamp as long as it's less than 1/4 inch in depth. And there's no way of really telling for sure, but do try to make really sharp creases. Turn your koala over. You're almost there. You're going to fold up a little bit to give him the nose. Be sure the point matches the crease on your paper. Fold. Nice sharp crease. Do the same on the back side. Okay. There we go. Now you can see you've pretty much got your bear. Your koala. Actually, koalas are not technically a bear. If you're going to send this in the mail and you only want to use one stamp, I suggest that you would use either piece of felt or even a piece of black construction paper. It'd be fine for the nose. This one, I like the pom-pom. It's easy for me to use a pom-pom, and since it's not going in the mail, I'm going to use this for the nose. So you can just go ahead and glue that on. The white glue here that pours out seems to work a little bit better for adhering. You may also want to put a dab of glue where you fold it up, just kind of to help it stay in place. There we go. Okay. And then you can put the eyes wherever you want the eyes to go. Of course, you're going to just glue it onto your card.